Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. I am so glad you are here. For those of you who are returning, hello again. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos or whatever it is that you're watching. I truly appreciate it. And to those subscribers of mine, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, your support, for viewing my videos. I know they are long, but there is a reason for this because I am not like most tarot readers, okay? I do what I am called to do. So I totally appreciate you spending the time watching these things. I am so grateful to you. And again, I'm so thankful for your loyalty and support. I am truly, truly blessed not only to have this channel, but to have you guys in my energetic space. One quick announcement: if you would like a personal reading with me, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, check out the description box below. I am offering 40% off all my readings to exclude the coaching stuff and the packages. But the packages, you do save a good amount of money and you do get a bonus reading from that. All right. Or just go to capellawellness.com and check out the service suite and the tarot reading package section. There's plenty of places for you to access that stuff. With that being said, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Many blessings and love to you. Let's get into your reading. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. How is it going? I hope you are doing fantastic. I wish you a wonderful week, wonderful weekend. Sending many blessings and much love to you. All right, Capricorn, this may be a longer reading than usual. We'll see how this goes because Spirit wanted me to add a couple of things. We are going to see what's coming to you with Mercury Retrograde and with the new moon in Libra, which is October 6th. But first off, we are going to start off with what your overall theme is for this weekend, what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because this is what I do. This is what it's all about. It's about you facing your demons, overcoming your obstacles, your blockages, and becoming the highest version of yourself so that you can attract what people think is the impossible. All right. Stick around to the end so you can see what's coming to you with regards to love, what your wellness tip of the week is, what Mercury Retrograde is bringing you, as I said, and what the new moon in Libra is bringing as well. Again, that's on October 6th. We're going to close out this reading with a super attractor card to give it a little boost, okay? All right, here we go. What is the overall theme for Capricorn, okay, for this week? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. Okay. Okay. This may be similar to Virgo's reading. If you got Virgo in your chart, I would highly recommend you watch that video. All right. Or watch any videos that you feel compelled to watch, because if your soul's being drawn to that, Capricorn, that is your soul telling you, Capricorn, watch me. I have a message for you, okay? It doesn't have to be a sign where you have no placements in. If you're being drawn to it, there is something for you there. Okay, Capricorn, remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, discard the rest. Keep in mind that not everything's going to fit. If it's not your situation, or something that I say doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you, right? It's general. It's not a personal reading. Also, make sure you keep your unhealthy ego in check, because already I'm seeing with the attachment card, there's something you guys need to detach from, all right? Be honest with yourself. We all have work to do. I've gone through some crazy stuff, but I had to go through that in order to get to where I'm at now. We're not perfect. But it's a matter of doing the work so that, like I said earlier, you can attract that life that people think is impossible to attain, all right? So, Capricorn, there's something you're holding on to. I'm already seeing like attachments with regards to inauthentic relationships, like 10 of Cups in the reverse. The Devil card is kind of, stalking this reading already, and I haven't even pulled any other cards yet. But there's something, it's like your attachment, you are attached to the 3D world, you are attached to money, you are attached to relationships that are toxic, you are attached to friends who are not for your highest good. Maybe you're attached to, you have, I'm hearing obsessions and addictions, kind of like Seven of Cups again with the Devil card, something that you need to break yourself away from. Get out of that hamster wheel and stop doing the same patterns over and over, because whatever this is, Capricorn, um, you could even be attached to social media, or I'm hearing, like, I'm seeing Three of Cups, like maybe partying too much, hanging out with friends too much. You're trying to escape. I'm hearing escapism for whatever reason. Again, remember, this is general. Take what resonates. If you're not trying to escape, that's not you, but be honest with yourself. If you are trying to escape from reality, Capricorn, you have to face the music. You have to face your demons. I did that, okay? I had attachment to, I will be honest, to buying things, right? I had this material attachment and I was trying to fill a void. I was just having this conversation with my son on our walk today, right? And he knows, he felt this too. He's very intuitive. And, this is actually in my birth chart with this impulsive buying and being attached to material things. I'm telling you guys, it was in my birth chart. Maybe it's in your birth chart too. If you haven't had your birth chart read, I highly recommend getting that done. I do read birth charts, but you can pull that up on your own, and I'm sure you're all smart enough to figure things out, okay? Because I learned how to read my own too. Anyway, yeah. When we are so focused on, having this tied to things, and we just have a hard time letting go of it. I'm seeing, the Hanged Man. You got to look at it from a different perspective and say, what am I really doing? Why do I feel so attached to XYZ? Why can't I pull myself away from materialism, from overworking, from this relationship that I know is not serving me? Why am I doing this? Okay. This is part of the shadow work where you just have to face yourself, because it's like, I'm wearing a mask. Okay. You may even be dealing with someone who is wearing a mask too. You may be attached to somebody who's wearing a mask and you're hoping for the mask to come off, but it's not coming off, is what I'm getting for some of you. And again, there's like some obsession or addiction here with somebody or something. It's like, especially if you're in a connection, you are in a relationship, or you are really enamored with somebody. I'm hearing from my angels that both of you are wearing masks. Some of you are pretending to be someone that you're not. Some of you are trying to either fit in with everybody else because maybe you get some sort of status from this group of people or from a job. Maybe you're trying to have others make you think that, you live a healthy, prestigious, luxurious lifestyle, when deep down inside, you know that that's false. And again, there's no judgment here, right? We all go through some shit. But like I said, I was realizing I was wearing a mask too. And people thought, especially during my career, I had this amazing life, when deep down inside I was unhappy in my marriage. I was getting sick and tired of being passed over for promotions or certain positions at my job just because, I was really good at what I did, but I did things very differently that nobody ever thought of, and a lot of people didn't like it, and I would just let it pass, and I just keep the mask on, pretending that, it wasn't a big deal, because what I was attached to, oh, you know what? Well, this job, it's a pretty cool job. It was a prestigious job, I will say that, and it made a lot of money. But you know what? At the end of the day, I was not happy. My heart just wasn't in it. It got to the point where it just got more, not toxic, but I was kind of losing myself in a sense, because I was trying to pretend too much. And it got to the point where I was like, where the hell did Jess go? Like, is this really who Jess is? And it wasn't. And it got to the point where, and see, with she's attached to this chain here. She's looking at this mask. She's like, do I really need to be wearing this? Do I really need to be chained to this pole over here, whatever this thing is? What is that? There's a candle on there, it looks like. But it looks like she's not chained, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what's interesting with this card? I never looked at it this way. She's dressed in white. The mask is white. White is a reflection of purity, right? Light, honesty, authenticity. The rest of it is dark, okay? And again, there's like this devil energy surrounding you, Capricorn. And I know you guys are like, the devil is Capricorn energy, but that does not mean that you are the devil. Obviously not, right? This is just being bound by the material world. It's like you have this darkness around you, but you're starting to realize, like, is this really who I'm supposed to be? Am I supposed to be enveloped in this darkness around me? I don't have to succumb to the darkness that's surrounding me. I can be I can stay in the light. I can be the light. I can hold the light. I do not have to wear this mask anymore. I need to let go of these attachments because they are not serving me. It is not of my best interest. It is not for my highest good. I need to let go of the past. I'm hearing that too. Kind of like Six of Cups. Maybe you're getting nostalgic about something. Eight of Cups energy, right? Again, with the Seven of Cups, it's like we have to release ourselves from this self-imposed bondage, all right? And what's interesting is, like, this is what Virgo got at the bottom of their card too, their deck, the Envy card. Some of you may be wanting somebody else's life. You want to be like somebody else. You want like, I want to be somebody else. Why do you want to be somebody else, Capricorn, if you're resonating with that? Why do we have to get attached to the material world and wanting material things and wanting all this money and, fame and status and stuff? Why are we chasing that when we can attract it? There's some energy here where some of you are, and I did say an attachment to social media, maybe some of you are getting really downhearted with, maybe friends and family or coworkers who are posting all this stuff on social media and it looks like they're living the life. Let me tell you, during my career, I used to work with some people you would see all over Facebook and stuff. At the time I had Facebook, I cut that Facebook out. I cannot stand Facebook. I'm going to be honest. I do not like that platform. I don't have anything against it. It's just not me. It's not for me. I mean, I do have my Capella Wellness page on there, but it's like my guides are telling me, you know what, Jess, you don't really need this. If I'm being guided to use it, I will, but only for business purposes. But for personal, I honestly it wasn't for my highest good. That's why my angels told me, just cut your account. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just said, like, delete, and then the 30 days passed, and then my account was gone, right? So when I got divorced, I kept looking at, cousins celebrating their X-year anniversary with their husbands, their wives, and their families going all these trips and stuff. And I used to feel left out. I used to feel inadequate. I used to feel like, man, you know what? I don't have that anymore. But you know what? My marriage really wasn't as happy as some other people might have thought. All right. I was wearing a mask, like I said. Okay. That was totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. I had to let go of that. I had to take that mask off and be like, okay, I have to step into who I really am as a person. But I had a lot of healing to do. And I also had to stop being, envious of other people. But then you know what ended up happening? Some of my coworkers, where I was seeing, what was going on in their life, some of them actually took me aside and they couldn't hold it in anymore because I knew there was something off with some of my teammates. And they were telling me what was going on in their lives and they were miserable. I know one where he told me his wife had a drinking problem and he was trying to hide it. And he barely told anybody. But at one point, he was just like, I just have to tell you because you feel like you're trustworthy. And he spilled the beans. And he was like, what do I do? And I just gave him my best advice. And I said, it's really up to you. And he was like, I'm so miserable, but I'm going to sacrifice my happiness because A, I don't want to get divorced, and B, I don't want her to get my money. That's what he said. And there's no judgment on that person because, he was going through his own stuff. But he did admit that, everyone thought he was living this amazing life, and he kept getting promotion after promotion, and he was, doing so well from himself, but he was telling me, I'm just miserable. I do not like my life. And I was like, why do you want to be in that? So you see what I'm saying? This might be for somebody here where you're thinking that other people are living these amazing lives, yet at the end of the day, are they really? There are some people, but you're going to feel it. It shows through those pictures or those posts or the words that they use or just the energy of the post, right? It's all about energy. So some of you are trying to compare yourselves to others, and some of you may be, focusing on what you don't have as opposed to what you do have. When you focus on the lack, when you focus on what you don't have, you attract more of what you don't want, what you don't have. If you don't have money and you're focusing, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I don't have money, I hate money, I resent money, whatever. If you focus on not having it, that's exactly what you're going to attract. If you're focusing on the love, oh, I don't have that type of relationship. I wish I had that. I wish. Skilo. Right? Why are we wishing? Be honest with yourself, Capricorn. Why are we wishing? When we're not taking action, when we are not facing our demons, we are not really looking at ourselves in the face and saying, this is not who I really am. I really don't want this life, but I need to make a change. And 5 is all about change. But change starts with us, not with anybody else. Some miracle won't swoop into our lives if we sit and do nothing. Some miracle won't appear in our lives if we continue to be lower vibrational with envy. I mean, isn't this one of the 7 deadly sins, as they say? This is totally attached to devil energy. This right here, this is very low vibrational, what I'm getting already, okay? We have to be honest with ourselves and say, why do I feel like this? Why do I want what somebody else has? But how do I know what that person has is actually, are they actually happy? In some cases, they're not. Even look at some celebrities, right? All the fame and fortune. Man, I wish I was that. I had that much money. I had this. It would be great to do surveys on each of them and see what level of happiness they're at. Where is their vibration at? Are they vibrating at the violet flame level? This is no knock on those famous people or celebrities, right? This is not judgment. Again, this is about trying to understand the truth here. Are they really vibrating at the violet flame level? Entirely. Are they truly happy and content with their lives? In some cases, they're not. And sometimes they come out into the open and they talk about drug addictions or relationship problems or, anxiety and depression. But, they're human, right? But when we face that part of ourselves, we have to be honest and say, you know what? Yes, I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I got to lay off the drugs. I got to lay off the social media, being so stuck on this stuff. Whatever this attachment is for you, I have to look that in the face, like the death card. Face my demons and make some profound change into stopping whatever this attachment is, because it is not for your highest good. This envy, you could even have envious friends, right? Maybe there's something about you, Capricorn, that you have what nobody else has, and you're being surrounded by jealous people. Maybe you're attached to these people because there's some weird connection here where you might like the fact that they're jealous people of you, or you might like the fact that maybe people want what you have. and you're surrounding yourself with these people. Let me tell you, if you're being surrounded by negative energies, and I talked about being surrounded by darkness, right? You have to let these people go. You have to cut those cords. Maybe God is already doing this for you. It happened to me. I didn't have to do jack shit. And the next thing you know, I was losing friend after friend after friend, and I didn't have to do anything. And I said, oh, I haven't heard from this person in a while. And then my angels step in and say, don't even think about reaching out to them because this is happening for a reason. If somebody comes back though and they're genuine and stuff, and then they build that relationship back up with you, okay, fine, but use your discernment, but also trust your intuition with that person. Because sometimes when people get to a certain level or they get to a certain place in their life and everyone's like, man, look at Capricorn. Let me try to get a piece of that, right? Be careful with that too. Because sometimes with jealous people surrounding you, they will try to sabotage what you have. It's happened to me. It was like this in the workplace a lot. Okay. God was like, Jess, you need to get out of this because what we are preparing you for, you cannot have these low vibrational energies. Because let me tell you guys, if you don't already know this, when you are surrounded by low vibrational energies, if it's you and it's other people combined, that is totally blocking your abundance. It is not going to allow you to attract the high vibrational things that your heart is desiring. Okay. And all my cards are falling all over the place. All right. Let's see what you need to focus on. What is it that Capricorn needs to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just heard there's somebody here who really needs to let go of a relationship. Somebody needs to really start focusing on themselves. There's too much dark energy around you and you need to stand in your own light. That's why I was talking about that with that card. It's like all of your relationships, romantic, friends, even coworkers, people you hang out with, bar, club, I don't know. What is it that Capricorn needs to focus on for this week, please and thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian Sirians. Oh man, we've got 4 cards. Oh, four? Yeah, okay, 4. Let's start off with the bottom of the deck. Strength, Leo energy, bold, brave, shining your light, standing in your own power, not giving into fear. You need to have the strength to face your fears, Capricorn. Whatever fears these are that you are attaching yourself to, you are chained to these fears is what I'm seeing. You have that strength within you, that courage, that confidence to break away, break those chains that bind you, like that Journey song, Separate Ways, right? You got to break those bonds, Capricorn. You have what it takes within you to remove yourself from these attachments. You're stronger than what you think you are. You also have to take back your power because especially if there are other people who are blocking your abundance, this jealousy, this envious, it's like so low vibe. It's really keeping you from progressing on your spiritual growth is what I'm being told. Maybe you're dealing with the Leo, or maybe you have Leo energy. Leo, a lot of Leo in your chart. Maybe you're Leo rising, Leo moon, Leo north node is what I'm being told. Okay. It's for some, not for all. You have to find this courage within yourself, again, to break the chains that bind you. Take back your power, because whatever low vibrational energy is surrounding you is taking your power from you. You need to take it back. And with all these cards here, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Wands. All right. Okay. As usual, I get a lot of energies here, so let's just go right to it. This is you realizing that there's a new dawn ahead of you. But this only happens when you walk away from the Ten of Swords with betrayal, with heartbreak, with these karmic patterns. This is breaking away from everything you've ever known. Because apparently, Capricorn, you are just so done with life. It's like things aren't working out for you. You feel so run down. You feel completely tired. Some of you feel like you're dead in the water, that you can't go on. This is too much. It's too much. And I think this has to do with the energies of the full moon in Pisces, because some people had to be careful with that. That was going to bring about a lot of sensitivities and a lot of emotions and overwhelming energies to the point where you get to Ten of Swords. There's a lot of low vibrational energy here, Capricorn. It's time to release all of this. Your soul is calling for something else. It's like, Capricorn, get me out of this, whatever this is. Some of you have hit rock bottom. But it's not the end of the world. 10 is about endings and what? Beginnings. You've gone through so many huge life experiences, Capricorn, that it's time for you to really look at those experiences and learn lessons from all of them. It's like you've been taught 10 different lessons and you have to learn from those lessons and say, you know what, the hell with this. I'm taking what I've learned, but I'm no longer being in victim mode. This is also victim energy. You're only a victim if you believe it, right? Your thoughts create your reality, like the magician. Victimhood does not call in abundance. Victimhood means that the devil is keeping you a victim. That's an illusion. That's Seven of Cups energy. Again, Eight of Swords. You are not trapped. You are not a victim. And to be honest, Capricorn, and again, I say this out of love because look, I've been there. I used to think I was a victim. And God's like, no, you're not. You're a child of God. Why would I put you in this? And I honestly got myself into those situations. I did. Why? I wasn't trusting my intuition. I was trying to be someone that I thought I was supposed to be. I was trying to be like everybody else, even though deep down inside I was so different. And I used to do that, right? I used to stand up for myself at some point, and then I would be different from the norm. I'd be different from everybody else. And then when I was cornered, I was challenged, I went back to being tied up Jess. God's like, no, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Then I was blaming everybody else. Oh, that person, they put me back in the corner and they said this and that said that. No, I was supposed to kick them all in the face. Not literally. Again, I don't condone violence, obviously. I'm trying to make a joke. But you get what I'm saying, right? It's more about standing up for myself and being in my power with that strength card. I had to get out of this. It's like I said in another reading where these 10 swords transformed into these 10 birds. You learn your life's lessons, and the lessons that you learn from those 10 of swords are to lead you to your new path, to lead you to your new beginning. Right? After 10 comes 1, the ace of swords, new beginnings, clarity of thought. Aha, now I see why I got myself into this situation. It was because of XYZ. It's the same thing that I did. I got myself into Ten of Swords. I was just freaking fed up. And you know what? I said the hell with this. I'm walking in the opposite direction. I let go of those coworkers. I left my job completely. The career that I had known for 16 and a half years, I left it all behind. Why? It wasn't serving me. Not anymore. And I said, I got to follow my divine guidance. I got to follow that light. See, I was talking about the light. You got to follow that light. You are already a child of God. You are light within. You have it within you. God has given you that personal power, that strength, like the Emperor card, to just make those changes. You have to walk away from that and take what you learn from these situations so that when you start growing and ascending, you don't end up doing those same mistakes ever again. There's a new beginning for you here, Capricorn, but you have to take the initiative. You have to take that step, do it about face, and go in that direction. I'm also, some of you, there's a divorce here because I see Four of Wands. There's a marriage, and this is about divorce, okay? Some of you are contemplating divorce. There's some toxic energy surrounding your marriage, I'm feeling. Or maybe you already divorced and maybe this is still haunting you is what I'm being told. Maybe you still feel like a little bit like a victim, like, damn it, like, why did I have to go through this divorce? Why me? I'm a divorced person too. I was pretty angry at God because I thought I did everything that I needed to do. But you know what? I was pretending that nothing was wrong. Even at the end, I tried to fix it. It wasn't working. I was still pretending until like God really made me snap out of it and said, Jess, you're not a victim. Get out of this. Get out of this unhappiness. I was spent. I felt like a single mom. And I'm a full-time single mom now. But you know what? I don't feel like this. Not at all. It's a lot of work, but I make sure I balance it all out. So yeah, some of you, either you're going through a divorce or you're contemplating a divorce or you are divorced and there's still some sort of attachment to that. And maybe you're unhappy because you are divorced and you're looking at other people in social media and all the happy marriages and stuff. Again, I went through the same thing. That's why I ended up cutting off that. It was not serving me. Why was I trying to have what other people have, not knowing that their marriage and their family was completely happy? Let me tell you, I ended up finding out afterwards with family members and other friends that their life was actually falling apart behind the scenes. All right. And this is no knock on them because we all have, things that we have to go through. But it's a matter of doing the work and we have to walk away from those attachments. King of Cups, you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but some of you are. All right. But this is about trusting your intuition, putting your finger in that bowl of water, which is the Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail, that divine love of God that's going to wash over you. And it's going to make you feel renewed and rejuvenated like the Star card. It's going to help you to heal. The King of Cups learns through pain and suffering. He gets wiser because of that. He understands that there is no light without dark. He understands that he has to go through some shit to make him stronger, especially emotionally. This is him removing himself away from drama, people who are just not for his highest good, and he's always following that divine light of God. And look at his chest. It's illuminated, which means his heart chakra is open. The King of Cups always has his heart chakra open. And when you have that open, that is the gateway to receiving everything, to having it all, to having that blissful, abundant life. All right? That doesn't involve this energy. Okay? This goes by the wayside. Your heart chakra is unblocked. It's completely open. You are full of love and you're full of light. And that helps you to go through your journey and to not have any envy, no jealousy, no attachments to anything, because you are always tapped in. You have that finger in that bowl of divine water. It's the divine love of God, having compassion for yourself, for people, for things. Because again, you have no idea what other people are going through. And for you, have compassion for yourself. Again, we all go through shit. But it's up to us to get out of that shit, right? Because we're going to stay in there for what reason? Until we're going to end up looking like the pile of crap or smelling like it, right? We don't want that. We don't want that in our lives. With whatever pain and suffering you're undergoing, Capricorn, or whatever you have been through, know that it was to get you to understand the true mercy of God, the unconditional love of God. Because God loves us no matter what the hell we do. And as difficult as it is, we should do that for everyone else. We are all one. We are all God within. If God has that capacity to do that, and we have God within us, we have the capacity to do the same. And this ties into forgiveness. I'm feeling there's some sense of forgiveness. Somebody needs to forgive somebody. The King of Cups knows how to do that. It doesn't mean that he has to accept what somebody has done. It just means with forgiveness, I now have peace in my heart. I now have peace within myself, like the Temperance card. Because without forgiveness, we still hold that resentment and that anger in our heart. And that's what? Low vibrational. Low vibrational energy is of the devil energy, not of the light. And when we still have that blocked, we have our heart closed, how are we going to receive the divine love of God? How are we going to receive the high vibrational things that God wants for us? We have to be in alignment with that. And the King of Cups knows that because he understands, you know what? I went through pain and suffering, but it made me smarter. Because now I know better. That love heals all wounds. That love is everything. This is the master of emotions, the master of intuition, the master of love. Some of you need to master what unconditional love is, not romantic love. I talk about this all the time. This is the master of agape love, okay? Not eros, not romantic. He can have that capacity to have that romantic love, but in order to attract something that is harmonious in nature and have a blissful, harmonious, divinely guided connection with someone, we have to be in the energy of the King of Cups. We can't be overly emotional. We have to have head-heart balance. We need to learn to love ourselves unconditionally and to love others unconditionally. Five of Wands. Yep, there's like conflict here, chaos. You keep fighting with someone, fighting with coworkers, fighting in a relationship. Maybe you were fighting a lot in a marriage and you're like, I'm just so done. Why does this keep happening? Why are you still attached to this marriage, Capricorn? It's like with my story. I was afraid of the unknown. I was afraid of going on my own. I was afraid of what was going to happen to my son. Fear, 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 fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real. Fear is the devil. That's what keeps us chained and bind to those low vibrational energies because the devil's telling us, I got you stuck. You can't move, Jess. You can't move, Capricorn. Because I'm instilling all this fear in you. I'm making you think that you can't have something because you can't. That's what the devil does. So some of you have to start realizing that you're not chained to that. That's not of God. It's not of the light. You got to break away from this chaos. This is also about maintaining your inner peace when all of these things are going on around you with your life. It's like for some of you, you may be having tower moments. Things are crumbling around you. You feel like you're just done. It's like, I feel so dead inside. How can this get any worse? But what does this guy do? He learns through pain and suffering. What? The wisdom he gains from that? And he's at peace with himself. With whatever's going around in your environment, Capricorn, you need to maintain your center. You need to maintain your inner peace. This is also about misunderstandings. Maybe there's lack of communication here. Maybe there's someone who's just not having that right state of mind. Maybe there's also self-sabotage with this. Some of you are self-sabotaging. Again, that's low vibrational. We do not want to have self-limiting beliefs about ourselves. We do not have to beat ourselves up. Some of you may be beating yourselves up because you want to get divorced and you're like, I really don't want to go through with this, but deep down inside you know you have to. because you can't deal with this anymore. You know deep down inside, Capricorn, that this marriage or whatever is just not for your highest good. And again, this is guidance, okay? I cannot tell you what to do, but you were led here for a reason. God is speaking to you through me. My angels are speaking to you through me, but you take what you want with this. At the end of the day, it's up to you to change your life. The number 5, okay? Some of you may be attached to this relationship for the wrong reasons, attached to the job for the wrong reasons, attached to friends for the wrong reasons. I'm seeing 8 of Cups in the reverse or in the avoid position. Lack of communication. There's no true peace and harmony here. This is chaos. A lot of fighting, a lot of arguments. Some of you are beating yourselves up because nothing's working. For those of you who are already divorced, you might be beating yourselves up because you are feeling guilty because of it. But why? There must have been a reason that God had you go through a divorce. I realized that with my divorce. With me, I ended up meeting my divine counterpart. I had no freaking clue that I was called to be a light counterpart, which they call twin flame, but I've been guided not to use twin flame. It says so in my description box. I had no idea what God really had for me, but God was like, Jess, I need you to do this, as difficult as it is. And that opened up a whole bunch of possibilities for me to improve my life. And I listened to God's guidance finally. And even when I met my counterpart, I went through more karmic lessons with him. And then I went through the cycle again, and God said, Jess, you're doing it again, get out. And I finally did, and that's what really catapulted me towards doing what I'm doing now. So if you're having these, you're beating yourself up about, a past divorce or something, it happened for a reason, Capricorn. You have to trust in that, just like with mine. I would not be here if I wouldn't have gone through that, because I learned a lot of lessons from that divorce. And you know what ended up happening that I didn't expect? I healed more. Even my ex-husband is beginning his healing. Okay? And I'm so proud of him for doing that. If I wouldn't have gone through that divorce, he wouldn't have learned his lessons either. Neither would I. I would not be doing this right now. God knows what is best for us. And even if we go through divorces, it is not the end of the world. It does not mean we won't find love again. It does not mean that we're never going to get married again. It's God knows better. And for me, it ended up leading me to my divine counterpart. That was a huge surprise. And it led me to even more with that. So some of you got to get away from this chaos. There's something you're misunderstanding here. Whatever it is that you're going through, you have to release so that you can have this more celebratory life. The 4 of Wands, you want the 4 of Wands. Some of you want to get married again. Some of you want to celebrate life again. You have to raise your vibration. You want to be in this 4 of Wands energy, guys? You have to raise your vibration. A lot of you have to listen to a lot more music. I mean, they're dancing around. They're having a grand old time. They're playing music, listening to music. Maybe music is your thing. Maybe you need to listen to more music to help raise your vibration. And let me tell you, music is part of my life. Practically, I listen to it all day, every day, as much as I can. I'm obviously not listening to it here because I'm doing a reading, but you get my point. I incorporate listening to high vibrational music whenever I can. I do it in my morning routines, when I'm driving, when I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning a toilet, when I'm making my son's lunch, when I'm doing the laundry, when I'm picking up my son from school, when I am doing my walks, if I'm not with my son, because my son usually walks with me and we talk, during my showers, everything. Everything. Music is everything to me, and that helps me to maintain a high vibration 98% of the time. No joke. I had a 2% moment this morning when I was doing my spiritual practice, because usually when the moon is in Cancer, which it is today, I get very emotional. And sometimes I start to lose a little bit of faith. But then you know what? I know exactly what to do to bring up my vibration. After my spiritual practice, I went back to my own merry ways, and I went back to my music, dancing and everything, singing, whatever this is. This is about you finding your own joy and your bliss, Capricorn. This is you going out there and finding what makes you happy. Okay? Some of you might be thinking that a marriage is going to bring you the happiness, but if you're not happy first, you're going to attract somebody who is not going to bring you happiness, even though you think they are. Maybe that's what the attachment is. Maybe for some of you who are married, maybe you're like, well, maybe this will come around, or maybe, I like being married, but some of you, I'm getting a feeling that this is not a happy marriage. This in the reverse it also talks about divorce. And even though it's not in the reverse, though, guys, I'm feeling it. Because the Ten of Swords is here. Attachment and envy are here. All right. This is you going after your own goals, going after what you want to achieve in life. You get to the Four of Wands after the Three. The Three of Wands is about expansion, exploration, not resting on your laurels, going through that long journey. All right. In order to get to the Four of Wands, guys, you got to go through that long journey. Sometimes it takes a while. It took me years to get to here. And it's not really a walk in the park either. But you can get here. You just got to cut off those things that don't serve you. Find that strength within you and raise your vibration. And a lot of you have to do something with music. Music is going to help you with this attachment, this envy, this jealousy, this low vibrational energy, this Ten of Swords energy, okay? I tell my clients this a lot. And I know for me, it's worked wonders. It also is an excellent manifestation tool. When you're visualizing something high vibrational, something positive, and you're dancing and singing and listening to high vibrational music, it really speeds up the manifestation of things. And of course, everything happens in divine timing, but the smaller things you can manifest very, very quickly. Even manifesting like a happier life, a higher vibration. Okay? Might be for some of you, you want union with somebody, but it's not happening. But that's because with all the lower vibrational energies in this reading, Capricorn, you're not in alignment with this. You have to be in alignment with this if you want Four of Wands energy. Happy home, happy family, happy life. Celebrating life. You got to celebrate life on your own first. And then you're going to start calling in what the Four of Wands brings you. You have to release those attachments. Because again, darkness is surrounding you. All right? Face the music. Take off that mask. Again, some of you, somebody else is wearing a mask. And some of you, it's like you're expecting union. But there's some healing that still needs to be done. For both of you. Okay? They want me to put the King of Cups up here. Let's see what it is you need to avoid. What does Capricorn need to avoid? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of you have to give a lot more time to yourselves. It's kind of time to go into hermit mode, I was just told. Or continue to be in hermit mode if you're already in that. What do they need to avoid? Ooh. Wow. We have how many? 4 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. Page of Wands. Page of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Cloud of Judgment. There's some dishonesty surrounding you. You're not being true to yourself. You're not being true with others. Other people aren't being true to you, or all of the above. There's some deception here. There's some gossip surrounding you. There's something here where you're having clouded judgment and it's like you're blocking the divine guidance that you're being given, like these ideas. I'm also hearing watch your thoughts. The page of thoughts is about watching your thoughts. I'm also seeing mind games with this. Maybe you're playing mind games with yourself, or maybe you're surrounding yourself with other people who are playing mind games with you. Okay? Manipulation of the mind, I'm being told. You got to walk away from this energy. This energy and this position is not serving you. What you have to do is get into the light side of Page of Swords and speak your truth to these people, to yourself. And understanding that you have what it takes to overcome whatever challenges come your way. The Page of Swords has this energy, this ambition. It says, you know what? I'm going to start doing something different for myself. I'm going to go on this path. Some of you need to do some research about something. Some of you need to study something. Something about looking into finer details about something. Seeing the fine print. I'm also hearing you need to see things more clearly. There's cloud of judgment surrounding you. And there are people who are lower vibrational where it does involve gossip and mind games. There's a lot of dishonesty surrounding you, apparently, Capricorn. But you got to take it upon yourself to cut out those energies with the Ace of Swords. Communicate clearly. It's time for you to communicate clearly, Capricorn. To whomever, or maybe communicate clearly to the universe what it is you truly want, what your heart's desires are, or communicate clearly to yourself. Be honest with yourself. There's dishonesty surrounding this too. There's a lot of low vibrational energy here, guys. It's time to clear it. All right, we have 4 of Cups with the 5 of Cups now. Okay. Sadness, disappointment, setbacks, 5 of Cups, things didn't turn out the way you wanted. All right? Maybe I'm hearing for somebody, maybe, you got communication with Page of Swords, communication from someone, and you thought everything was going to go back to normal and then things were changing with this person, and then next thing you know, it went back to square one. And the person went back to being low vibrational energy, and so did you. Maybe you thought this was union, or you were getting back together with somebody, but it ended up not being that way. And it went back to 5 of Wands energy or something like that. All right? That's what I'm getting with the energy of the 5 of Cups, and it's made you sad. It's like, really? Some of you think your life is going down the drain. Look, she's tipping that bowl of water. Ace of Cups is going down the drain. You know what I'm getting with this? Some of you are thinking true love doesn't exist. You're like, you know what? I thought this was what love was. That's bullshit. This Ace of Cups, I'm pouring it down. This hole down here. Some of you may be in this energy. Because again, some of you are going through a divorce, or you were divorced and you're thinking, I'm not going to find love again. Like, am I going to be divorced forever? Listen, I used to think the same thing. That is not true. God has somebody for most people. It's all in God's will. God knows what he's doing. So if you're sitting there tipping over the Ace of Cups, guys, you're putting God's divine love down the drain. Because this is what some of you may be misunderstanding, what unconditional love is, what true love is. It's a lot of work to understand what that is, guys. Trust me. I had to learn the hard way. And it can be very difficult to understand what unconditional love is. But it doesn't mean it's not attainable. I did say you guys are smart. Everyone is smart in their own capacity. We can get there. There is ultimate fulfillment. The Holy Grail does exist. We can't knock it until we actually go try to find it. We have to embark on that quest, okay? Like Knight of Cups energy. You're thinking, whatever. I'm not fulfilled. There's no such thing as true love. There's no such thing as Ace of Cups as true fulfillment. God's not there. God doesn't love me because I'm going through this shit. God doesn't really, he's not in this. He's not around. Oh, yes, he is. You need to allow him in. And he doesn't seem to be around you. Why? Because you are in Four of Cups, in Five of Cups, in envy, in attachment, in Ten of Swords, in Five of Wands. If you're surrounding yourself with those energies, Capricorn, yeah, obviously your heart chakra is not going to be illuminated. God's waiting for you to let him in because he's already there. We can't give in to these disappointments, this sadness. I did say depression, right? Some of you are very depressed. We don't need to be in those energies, Capricorn. And it's okay because it happens. But you got to find that strength within you to get out of that. It's like reconnecting to God because God is there. He is always there. And I thought I was abandoned by God too. I was. And look, the Ace of Cups is right there. You're like, you know what? Ace of Cups, I don't want it. My life is crap right now and it's just going to stay crap. If you are thinking this, Capricorn, and you are just continuing to be bored and disappointed and unhappy and discontent and just like blah, is that you see the different energies with this? How are you going to get to this when you are in alignment with this? Does that make any sense? I don't think it does. This is not of the light. This is not God energy. God is not about sadness and disappointment and unhappiness and discontentment. God is about life, celebrating life, joy, happiness, bliss, fun, having fun in your life again. It's like the other night, I went down a slide in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, it was late. We were at a place that we walk around and there was a new playground there. We wanted to try out the slides. So we both did a countdown. We both went down each of our slides and we nearly flew off the slides and I almost flew into a bush. And it was the funniest thing and my son almost flew off too and we were cracking up. This is like Four of Wands energy, like just having fun, being a kid again even. Right? I'm 41 years old going down playground slides, you guys. I mean, this is the type of energy we need to have. And it doesn't matter. I didn't care with other people looking at me funny going down a slide. Who gives a shit? If I'm high vibrational and having a damn good time, then damn well I am entitled to that. I don't care about what you think. Maybe you're jealous or saddened that you can't do that, but you can do that too. Everybody could go down a playground slide. It doesn't matter how old you are. All right. This is why this energy is so important. This is not in alignment with this. You want this type of life, Capricorn. You need to align yourself with it. This is not in alignment with that. This is God. This is low vibrational energy. It's of the dark. All right. Now, this could also mean you're misunderstanding what true love is, which is what I talked about. Did my camera move? That's really weird. All right, anyway, that was bizarre. My camera moved. Misunderstandings about what true love is, right? True love starts with the self. It starts with self-love. It starts with understanding what the divine love of God is. That's when you understand what true love is. And when you get to that elevation, to get to that vibration, you draw it in. It's exactly how it works. And this is part of that union, the divine counterpart, having that happy marriage, a happy life, being harmonious and stable and secure in your home, in your marriage, in your life. And being at peace, okay? We don't want to be in this. You don't want to be in this energy right here. Whatever happened, like I said, my divorce, it ended up bringing me the Ace of Cups. God's like, here, you don't have to worry about this energy. I had this divorce happen in your life because I have this for you. And you know what this was for me? Doing what I'm doing right now for you guys. Spiritual work. Finding what brings me bliss and contentment. Sliding down slides. Hiking every Friday morning. I mean, whatever it is that I want to do, and I do it. And of course, I balance myself out because I am a single mom to my, a son. I have fun with him. I do my thing. He does his thing. I balance everything out. And I'm content. And I realized what this was after I had my divorce and when I met my divine counterpart. So that I wouldn't feel like this. I wouldn't feel like a victim. Because I'm not. Nobody here is a victim. Page of Wands. Yeah, some of you, there's fear here. You're afraid to take risks. You're afraid to start something new. You're afraid to follow what lights you up. Follow your passions. Because you're not sure what it's going to bring you. Some of you might be just overly focused on the love part. Let me tell you, I was too, until God turned me around and said, no, Jess, you need to find the Holy Grail. You need to find me again first. And that's exactly what I did. And I reconnected with God and everything shifted. Everything. I was afraid to embark on that journey. I was afraid to follow my passions, do this type of work. Because I'm like, is it going to make me abundant? Is it going to be successful? Is it going to be prosperous? Yes, it was in so many ways. Some of you may be dealing with a Page of Wands, somebody who's a little bit puerile, somebody who has a lot of sexual energy maybe, who's just in it for fun. I don't know, I'm getting that for somebody. But there's some of you are afraid to take those challenges, take up on those challenges, following your passions, taking those risks. Going out on your own. Some of you are afraid to be independent. You're afraid, especially if you're going through a divorce. You're afraid of starting your own business, of your own being free. It's kind of strange, guys. If you're afraid of being free, maybe it's because you've been in a relationship for so long and you're not sure what's going to be like. Are you going to be abundant? Are you going to be successful? Are you going to be prosperous? Are you going to be able to stand on your own 2 feet? This is why this is happening, Capricorn. This is about to understand your own true independence. And when you are in isolation and you live a life in solitude, God does his greatest work. That is when you really, really grow that bond with God, and it changes your life, just like it did mine. But I had to do what was necessary. I had to do the work. I had to do a lot of hard work, guys. I did. And I was afraid of being alone because I haven't been in a relationship in 2.5 years. And you know how scary that was? Because I was so attached to being in a relationship. That was one of my major attachments. It was one of my huge karmic lessons. I was afraid to take that risk being alone. But let me tell you, I would not be where I'm at now if I wouldn't have gone through that. And I'm happily single, I know God is going to present, my life will change and I will have, more of a true divinely guided companionship with someone. I'm just letting God take care of that. I'm doing what God wants me to do for the time being, but I know it's coming. I feel it very strongly. And I have to visualize that, right? I have to trust that God will bring that as for another new chapter in my life, right? Because I will close out the chapter of being in this energy right here. being self-fulfilled, being independent, and being happily single. That is hard to do, guys. Let me tell you, for me, holy shit, it was hard. But I did it. I did it. And I'm very proud of what I've accomplished, and you guys can do the same. It's just a matter of releasing those attachments. They also want me to say with this, social media. I was talking about social media, right? This is the social media card. Some of you need to lay off the social media. If it's not for your highest good, if it's not helping you to grow, if it's not for your spiritual growth, angels are saying, stop watching it. Stop looking it up. Stop being obsessed with it. Because it's doing you harm is what I'm being told. Unless it's for your highest good, do not watch it. But I would think my readings would be for your highest good because I am doing everything in my power to help as many people as I possibly can. Because I've been through a lot. And now I am here to teach others what I've been through. Because you can get there. I'm living proof. All right? I'm living proof. It's like I have faith in each and every one of you, whoever's watching this. You can totally get to 4 of Wands. Absolutely. That's what God wants for you. Just got to do the work. Why the King of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit, do you want to clarify these cards? Oh, they said no. Okay. Do you want to clarify 5 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and Page of Wands? Do you want clarification? There. They want a clarification for this. Wow. No wonder. What was I saying about hard work? Here's 8 of Pentacles. Some of you don't want to do the hard work. Again, Capricorn. If you watch my videos by now, you know I don't judge. You know I'm not going to belittle you or anything like that. This is why I was telling you about my hard work. It took a lot of hard work to get here. But I mean, shit, if I can do it, you can do it. It's like, it's just baby steps, guys. You gotta commit to doing the work, following your dharma, all right? The 8 of Pentacles is about following your life's passions and sticking to it and being committed to that. Because when you are focusing on this 8 of Pentacles, you are totally immersed in doing work that you love. It brings about all of these wonderful things. And maybe some of you are attached to work. Like I said, overworking because of the money. There's something about being attached to doing a lot of work because of the money it brings. It's some of you are overly focused on the money. We need to be focused on God. We need to get to Empress mode so that we can attract instead of having to bust our asses all the time. Now, you're probably thinking I'm being contradictory because I said about doing the hard work. This is about doing the hard work, your spiritual work. That's what we should be doing the hard work on. And once we complete that, when we become our highest selves, when we are vibrating at the violet flame level, that's when we attract the abundance, the true love, the 4 of Wands energy. All right. There's also somebody here where you're attaching yourself to somebody who's not committing to you. They're not putting in the work. If you're dealing with somebody like that, Capricorn, you got to let that person go. I'm hearing unequal give and take. And look, Ace of Pentacles. Did I say Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? I don't know if this was this reading. Either way, this card in this position is unstable, ungrounded. You got to go out more in nature. This is also about greed. This is also a word of caution. That the more you avoid doing the inner spiritual work, the more you avoid focusing on achieving self-mastery, the more focused you get onto material attachment with this Ace of Pentacles. And again, see, look, what's after this? We have all Pentacles here, guys. 8, Ace, 5. Some of you have some fears about money, serious attachments to money. Again, no judgment. I already told you my story. I was filling a void with material things, you guys, and I didn't leave a job because of the really good money I was making. Nope. I got kicked out of that real fast. I had a tower moment with that because I wasn't listening. I found my Ace of Cups. It was way better than the Pentacles. I'm telling you, trust me when I tell you, finding the Ace of Cups first was better than having all these Pentacles. And you know what happened when I found my Ace of Cups? It was bringing me the Pentacles, and I didn't really have to do super hard work in the physical to attract that. It's a word of caution. Don't get greedy. Don't overly focus on material stuff, on the money. Because some of you maybe have hit rock bottom. This is like, woe is me. This is victimhood with the 5 of Pentacles. We got a lot of low vibrational energy here, Caps. It's time to change your vibration. It's time to elevate it. You are blocking your own abundance. With this Ace of Pentacles, this is about delays. Maybe you're waiting for your big break. You're waiting for that money. You're waiting for a raise or a promotion or something. There's something here where you have to release attachments to something, or you have to raise your vibration. There may be something with the sale of a home. Maybe you want to sell your house because you're trying to get money from it and nobody's putting in decent offers, or nobody wants to buy it. I don't know. That's for somebody here. Okay? And because there's like financial ruin here for some of you. Others of you, this is self-pity. This is the woe is me card. Like, I'm playing the victim here. Maybe somebody around you keeps playing the victim. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. We need to avoid victim mentality, guys. Lack mentality is all up in this card. What was I saying? Lack attracts lack. Disappointments and setbacks. Doubting. Lack of self-confidence. Not going into the church. Not connecting with God. Because these people are expecting everyone else to fix their problems when what they should be doing is asking God to fix their problems, asking God for help. God, give me that strength. Help me get out of this situation. Wow. A Knight of Cups. What was I saying with the Knight of Cups? You got to find your Holy Grail. This is the guy who goes on the quest for the Holy Grail. All right. There's emotional imbalance here. This attachment to money, this attachment to material things, attachment to relationships because of money or whatever this is, it's causing you to be emotionally imbalanced here. This one has like addictions to things. Maybe addicted to love, addicted to romance, something of that nature for some of you. it's time to walk away from this type of energy. Maybe you're dealing, this is more water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is a heartbreaker. Maybe you're dealing with someone who breaks your heart all the time. Or you keep getting into relationships where your heart keeps getting broken and they're leaving. This is rejection too. This is rejection too, right? Being left out in the cold by somebody who tries to entice you with, who tells you sweet nothings, who tries to romance you and then just jets out or something like that. Someone who does not have any emotional balance. Maybe it's you, maybe it's them, maybe it's both of you. But there's somebody here who is, this one thinks, in the shadow sense of this guy, he thinks what love is, but he doesn't. Sometimes people get caught up in, sometimes there are some males, and there's no judgment against these males, but it happens because of childhood stuff. But they think that, just romancing and whining and dining somebody is all they need to do with regards to, showing their person their affection, their love, right? Maybe even buying them things or something like that. But this person may not very well understand what love is. But that's all they know. That's for somebody here. Okay. This is also the person who is chasing love too much. Instead of going after what really fulfills them. This is why the Knight of Cups goes on the quest for the Holy Grail. To understand the healing power of unconditional love, to understand what true love is. All right. I'm hearing there's somebody here. Maybe you're dealing with a spouse who is overly focused on the money, on work. It's all about work, 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 work. They're not really giving you too much emotion. They keep leaving you out in the cold. Maybe they're making false promises. It's keeping you with this 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups energy. 10 of Swords. Right? Maybe you want to divorce this person. All they're focused on is money, but all they do is just buy you things to make you happy. But now you're realizing it's not bringing you happiness. Attachment. Maybe you got attached to somebody who just kept buying you stuff or just kept whining and dining you, but there was no true intimacy there. There was no true love there. And you're like, what the hell? This is not what I want. Yeah, maybe these nice things are awesome, but it's like that Jennifer Lopez song, Love Don't Cost a Thing, right? If this is you, Capricorn, you got to break away from that. And you got to learn your own independence. You're going to understand what true love is, what unconditional love is when you connect more with God. And when you do that, you are just going to magically attract the divine counterpart that God has for you, the true spiritually guided love that God has for you. All right. That's when the magic happens. But a lot of it has to do with you doing the inner work, doing the work, and achieving self-mastery. What is the spiritual guidance for Capricorn for this week? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I knew it. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, Caps. It's not enough to dream or pray. What was I talking about? Wishing and wishing and wishing. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Need I say more? I was talking about that the majority of the reading. Raise. Oh, wow. I was talking about raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. All right. So maybe there's a person or two here where you have done the work and now you've elevated to the next level. Maybe now union is coming in for you. But I will honestly say for the majority of the people watching this, it's more of doing the work. There are more of you that need to do the work than those who've already done it. You already know deep down inside, Capricorn, you're watching this and you know you've done the work. Here's your part. Raise or promotion. Maybe, yeah, you know, you release those attachments and you did the work and whatever this is for you. This is also about your life is being promoted. You are getting an increase in abundance because you've done the work, not just a raise or promotion at work in general, okay? This is also telling me what I said. Some of you are trying to expect a raise or promotion, but you're not doing anything. Okay? Or maybe people around you, I said, you're wanting to get you're deserving of the promotion because you've been putting in the hard work, but other people are getting the promotion. There's something like that. I said something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I did say raise a promotion earlier. All right. But again, it's talking about positive focus and willingness to take action, right? Because we have do the work at the bottom of the deck. Let go of guilt. Yep. Guilt. 5 of Cups too. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What was I saying? Stop beating yourself up. Some of you are beating yourself up, and quite a few of you, it's because of a divorce, okay? Some of you are thinking you did the wrong thing. You did not. I already told you my story. What was I talking about? Forgiveness? Forgiving yourself, right? God loves you unconditionally for who you are. What was I talking about? I said this too. Thank you, Spirit. Deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. What was I saying? You are a child of God. We're all God within. It's just like everybody else. God did not abandon you, Capricorn. You have to release those lower vibrational energies and let God in to illuminate your heart chakra, your well-being. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Some of you need to call upon Archangel Michael to help you with these blocks. I think I said that in Virgo's reading too. Okay? This is what you can achieve when you overcome those blocks and obstacles. Overcome those challenges. You will experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for even the harsh experiences that you've been through, because they were here to teach you lessons. With the King of Cups and that Ten of Swords back there, that's why those things happen. And yes, there's a couple of people here who've done the work. There are no more blocks. Now your Four of Wands is going to come in, your abundance, your union, whatever that is for you. New home, new life. Have the courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Some of you need to start praying to God and asking your angels and guides, God, for help. I was talking about that. Maybe you did do that. And maybe somebody came to you and said, hey, I can offer you some help. Maybe you might want to do this or to do that. Maybe I can help you with this. I've been through this. I can help guide you. to get you to where you need to be. Maybe because you've been asking someone for help and God led you to someone and you're seeing, wow, this person can help me. But that was God's grace. God is putting that person in your life to help you with whatever this is, especially to help you with what you're going through with these energies, Capricorn. Some of you are like, well, I can do this by myself, or maybe you're not believing in that help that's being given to you. That person wouldn't have offered their help, Capricorn, if they weren't meant to help you. You see how that works? You're praying for something and you're turning it away? Why would you do that? Because you weren't expecting it to be a certain person, and you were expecting it help in a different way? There's somebody here who's been asking for money, but somebody came into your life to help you to raise your vibration to attract the money. You see how that works? But you're like, I wanted the money though. But you're not in alignment. Honestly, Capricorn, right now, some of you are not in alignment with it right now. Remember, energies always change. 5 is there. It's time for you to change and to raise your vibration. When you change, your inner world, your outer world is going to change. And then these are going to be lifted from you. But you have to take it upon yourself to unblock yourself from your abundance. You've already been given help. Somebody's telling you they can help you. Or you've gotten some information, or you've seen something where you're like, oh my gosh, that person actually knows what I'm going through. They can help me. Reach out to them and ask them for your help and accept it. If they've already told you they can give you the help. Do the work. Again, let's do your wellness tip. What is your wellness tip for the week? These are hand gestures that are going to expand your consciousness and navigate those energies that these things are assisting you with. This will help you with elevating your vibration, for one. I don't do this for shits and giggles, right? That's why I'm different. I'm about wellness. So I incorporate these things to help you with the energies that are going on, that are surrounding you, okay? We have 33. Look at that. That is an ascended master number. Inner witness. Pause it. Take a screenshot. This is the hand gesture you're going to be doing during your meditation, during yoga, in your sea salt bath, in the shower, whatever you find a quiet place. All right? This is the crown chakra. Listen to crown chakra healing meditations. That's going to help you receive that divine guidance that apparently you're keeping yourself from receiving. Your crown chakra is blocked. Self-study, clarity, spaciousness. Relaxes the muscles of the face and jaw, lengthens breath, supports cervical spine and alignment. The focus for this is my inner witness leads me to perfect equanimity. The Shashke Mudra. Okay. Clarity. Self-study, self-mastery. Your inner witness. That's your wellness tip of the week. Wow, we've got a lot of inner work to do. Here's inner guidance. This is the heart chakra, like I was talking about. There's the hand gesture for that. This assists with insight, self-compassion, and safety. What was I talking about? Self-compassion. Oh my goodness. Supports heart and respiratory system, releases tension in the chest and ribs, assists the immune system, cultivates trust and inner knowledge. I listen openly and honor the voice of my heart. Yep, trusting your intuition, mastering your intuition, you guys. But your heart chakra needs to be unblocked in order for you to really trust and understand your intuition. Unblocking this chakra is so important for all of us. It lets that divine love of God in. And you can pour that out to others. Self-compassion. Like, wow, that's just amazing right there. Look what's underneath it. Transformation. See? Grounding's at the top. What was I talking about? Grounding. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. All right. Let's do your love stuff. Although something might tell me they're going to want me to stop, but let's see what happens. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. What is coming to Capricorn with regards to love? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Whoa. Okay. Narcissism. Manipulation, control, infidelity, disregards boundaries, egocentric, entitlement, selfish, rule breaker. Okay. You may very well be dealing somebody with all of these qualities, or maybe some. I was talking about manipulation, right? Mind games, disregards boundaries. I was talking about that, right? Maybe somebody's controlling you with money, but they don't, they don't want to give you the love. They're self-absorbed, maybe. Okay? Entitlement, selfish, rule breaker, egocentric. I'm looking at manipulation and control. That's what's standing out to me. Whatever stands out to you, Capricorn, that's what this is. Narcissism. You know what? Dealing with a narcissist, that person has a lot of healing to do too, okay? A lot of us have to be mindful of that, and that's what I see a lot of people talking about. I'm dealing with the narcissist and the narcissist that. It's like narcissist is some what's the word? Not a trigger word, but it's like some popular term. And it's all about, yeah, we know that there are people like this. A lot of us, I've dealt with people like this. But here's the thing. When I really did my inner work and I really, really studied everything that was going on in my life, and with what I knew about people who were like this, they were manipulated and controlled as children. They were manipulated and controlled as they were living their adolescent lives. They may have seen infidelity in their home, okay? They may have dealt with a father or mother who was disregarding boundaries or who was egocentric, entitled, selfish, and was a rule breaker, okay? I say this because I see a lot of negativity that's being poured out for these narcissists. I am very different. I am a child of God. I am strongly connected to the angelic realm. I do not deal with that type of energy. I don't care who you are. For me, it's about unconditional love. That is what I had to learn. And I had to unconditionally love these narcissists too. But that does not mean that you stay with a narcissist. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what that means. I talked about compassion, correct? That is when you have that for somebody who's like this. This really unblocks your heart chakra. This talks about forgiveness. That ties into unconditional love. And when you can do that, guys, that opens up a world that you never thought you could ever live. A life that you never thought you could ever live. It also calls in your person. It calls in the true love that God meant for you to really have. That's why I'm so passionate about saying this, because a lot of people want to give all this negative energy and hatred towards the narcissism. As I was just telling you, when I did my own inner work, and even God was telling me, you know what? And again, based on what these people actually told me about their past, it dealt a lot with their childhood, which caused them to be this. Again, we do not know everything about everyone, do we? No, unless we ask, unless we talk to them, unless we have that compassion to understand why this person is the way that they are. They are dealing with battles a lot of us know nothing about, unless you get to the bottom of it, unless you actually talk to them. Having this negative energy towards a narcissist does not bring in abundance. It does not open up our heart chakra. And I know this is hard for some people to hear because some people are like, but they did this and that to me. Okay. But be honest with yourself. Did you allow them to continue to do this to you? And were you low vibrational most of the time? If you were low vibrational most of the time, Capricorn, you attracted somebody like this. This is what I had to come to terms with. I had fault in this too. That is something that we have to face. That is something we need to be honest with. Bottom of the deck is trust issues. Ascertain if trust issues are justified or unjustified. Trust is imperative to feeling safe and secure. Maybe your person has trust issues, right? So they feel like they have to be in control all the time because they don't want to get hurt again. You got to understand where this narcissist is coming from. Because I bet you anything, there was some serious stuff that went on in their lives that you probably know nothing about. It's just like us, where we deal with things. It's even things that I saw in my own parents' marriage, right? That conditioned me, that led me to attracting this. You see, that's why a lot of self-inner work needs to be done. When you start analyzing your past life and your parents' lives and everything you've gone through, your life's lessons, you're going to have a lot of shit ton of epiphanies that are going to reveal to you a lot of things that this stuff right here, we have to stop attracting. We start realizing why we attract this type of energy. All right? It's a lot about conditioning. It's a lot about our childhood. This person has trust issues because there's something on that went on in their childhood, which is why they are like this, okay? Maybe they didn't have a father and mother around. All right? And they can't trust. Some of you don't trust either. It's kind of hard to do, I know. Are trust issues justified or unjustified? If you can't trust this person, fine, right? You let them go. But you still have love and compassion for them. They are the way they are for some underlying reasons, all right? And some of them, it does have to deal with trust. Maybe they could never trust a parent. Because maybe a parent was in and out of their lives. Maybe, they saw some things that were traumatizing. Again, you don't know unless you actually ask. And sometimes even when you ask them, they'll get defensive, right? You just leave it alone. But you don't have to deal with that type of energy. You start focusing on yourself. What is Mercury Retrograde bringing, Capricorn? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is Mercury Retrograde bringing, Capricorn? Okay. Please and thank you. Oop. It's trying to leave. Wow. A new career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. This Mercury retrograde is going to have you really reevaluate the job that you are in for quite a few of you. Some of you are like, I'm just done. But some of you are afraid to leave, and it's because of the money for some of you. God is having all this happen in your life, as I said, Capricorn, to lead you to this. It's going to bring a new career. They want me to read the book, and so I will. So I shall. The fairy sent this card in answer to your dreams and prayers about your career. The universe is responding to your spoken and silent desires to have a fulfilling and meaningful profession. This is a reminder to keep your thoughts positive and continue taking guided action steps. What was I talking about? Watch your thoughts. Keep them positive. Take those steps, right? Such as getting additional education, networking with people in the industry you like to work in, updating and sending out your resume or marketing materials, and engaging in creative pursuits. Daily action combined with prayer opens career doors for you. Your business idea will be successful. Trust and follow your intuition about your career. Return to school or take classes to learn a new skill. I was talking about that with the Page of Swords. Your financial situation is improving. You receive a promotion or raise in the salary. Look at that. Heal an issue at your workplace so that you can move forward with your profession and your life. Oh, that's standing out to me. So, guys, if you want to pause this, whatever, as I was reading them, whatever struck you in the heart, that is your message, okay? Some of you need to make a career move if you want that promotion or just more money, all right? I'm hearing creative pursuits here. Follow your gut. Heal an issue at your workplace. Yep, there's some chaos going on for some of you in the workplace. All right, we have dietary change. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Look what's underneath this. Walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Exactly. They want me to read dietary change, and so I shall. Here we go. You drew this card because of your request for help with your life's purpose and in awakening your spiritual gift of clairvoyance. The fairies say that your body's metabolism is extremely sensitive. They've been guiding you to switch to a healthier diet, but you may not have heard or trusted this message. Some of you may have heard this from me, but again, no judgment. It's okay. So the fairies now bring you this card to validate that you're hearing them correctly. As you improve your diet, so do you heal other areas of your life. Consult with a nutritionist, go on a detox cleanse, stop drinking alcohol or using other drugs. I was talking about drugs and stuff, attachments and obsessions, addictions. Reduce or eliminate chemicals and processed foods from your diet. Eat a more vegetarian diet. Quit smoking. Stay away from household or industrial chemicals. All right. Mercury Retrograde, having you reevaluate the career that you are in, and it's going to put you in a new career. What is next? Oh, the moon. Hold on, guys, because the Moonology cards fell off my table here. All right. Oop. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian experience, please reveal to us for our highest good. Oh, come on. What is the new moon in Libra bringing to Capricorn? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, it's time to release negativity. Need I say more? Full moon in Scorpio, death and rebirth. Let go of the old so the new can come in. Face your fears. I was talking about releasing that negative energy. There's a lot of it in this reading, you guys. It's okay. Like I already said, we all go through this. It's a matter of taking those steps to do the work. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. They want me to read this one. I'll get to the bottom of the deck before I read it. Adjustments are required, third quarter moon. What was I saying? Things need to change. Your life can... Hey guys, I had to switch phones. All right. They wanted me to read a win-win outcome is forecast. I don't know where we left off, but I think we were here. The full moon in Libra. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow. perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. And we are in Libra season. So with the new moon in Libra, I keep saying a lot of relationships are ending and a lot of new ones are beginning. And for some, it's going to come out of nowhere. Now, if your relationship with the career or with somebody is ending, let it fall away. Like the card was talking about. I was talking about that because it's happening for a reason. Just like the example I gave to you with my divorce, it led me to my counterpart. And even when my separation with my counterpart happened, several separations, it was for me to learn a lesson. And I started to have more compassion for people. Even when somebody cuts me off in the middle of the road, someone flicks me off, or someone, is impatient behind me, if I don't turn right away at a green light or a green arrow, whatever the hell it is, or somebody is like very angry about something, I have learned to have compassion for that person because I have these abilities, I'm very intuitive, right, and clairvoyant. I can kind of already tell what they're going through. That's the scary part. My abilities have heightened so much that I can kind of envision what that individual has gone through or is going through. So it helps to have compassion and to not give into anger and resentment, because why? That is low vibrational energy. The devil wants us to be angry and to be resentful and to not give love to everyone and not even give love to ourselves, right? This is why so many things feel so imbalanced, because there's not enough love. There is enough love out there, but we have to put more of it out into the universe, okay? So, with relationships, guys, if it's not working out for you, there's a reason, okay? God wants something better for you all the time because He knows best. He knows better than anybody else what is for our highest good. So we have to let God in, and we have to allow God to let those things fall away. We have to allow ourselves to let those things fall away. How are we going to close out this reading for Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Woo! What was I talking about? I can do less and attract more. You don't have to work so hard to attract what you want. You do have to do the inner spiritual work. Again, when you align yourself with your higher self and you have a very close relationship with God, God works the rest out for you, and it will be miraculous when He does. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. You guys may have put out your intentions in your dreams there. You're hoping and you're praying, you're wishing. What was I talking about with have the courage to ask for and accept help? I did say some of you have been praying for your financial situation to change, for your money to change. But are you in alignment with that abundance, right? That's what I was saying. Let the universe catch up. You do the work, all right? And then God comes in. Here you go, Capricorn. Congratulations. You did the work. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you, right? So a few of you have done this, all right? Others of you need to just continue on with your journey, your life's purpose. Find your life's purpose, follow it, live it. Do your inner work, achieve that self-mastery, get to union with self. God is going to bring you more than what you're asking for. Because that's your reward for trusting in God, to getting closer to God, and we're co-creating with the universe. You do some work, the God comes in to finish off something. You do another piece of this, God can, add something else to this. Whatever this is, it's co-creation, all right? The bottom of the deck says, manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create my experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. I'm done. You see what I was talking about co-creating? I didn't even look at this freaking card. It's co-creating with the universe. Aligning with the energy. High vibrational. That's what it's all about, guys. It's all about the vibration. That's what it is. And yes, it does take a lot of this. Committed to doing the work, the inner spiritual work. But I'm telling you, when you achieve that, wait till you see what you can manifest. And I was talking about music and manifestation, right? Listening to high vibrational magic and getting into that energy, it boosts your manifestation skills, right? Anything else, Spirit? They wanted me to go back to this. Do the work. Okay. Well, that's it, Spirit, right? Yes. Okay. Well, guys, if you are interested in a personal reading or working with me, I do have live coaching sessions or a live tarot reading if you're interested to help you with this work, the inner spiritual work, or whatever questions you have. I am more than happy to help you. A lot of that information is in the description box below. I do have a 40% off promotion that runs until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 8, 2021. Take advantage of that. That's the biggest promotion that I've done so far for my services. Again, that ends on October 8th. Check out the description box for that stuff. The coupon code is in the description box, or just hop on over to capellawellness.com. Check out my service suite, or check out my packages that I offer where you can get a lot of readings in one package. You get a bonus reading with that. It's completely free and you save money. The more readings that you purchase in a package, the more you save. I have those there too, but the coupon does not apply to those because you're already getting a free reading and you're also saving money already in those packages, all right? So go ahead and check those out if you feel compelled to do so. If you feel that I can assist you with your spiritual growth, I am here to help, okay? Aside from that, Capricorn, I was going to say Concord. I don't know what that means, or if that resonates with somebody here. That concludes your reading, Capricorn. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.